We all know that the Express is the most popular choice, with more than 27 million downloads per week. But is it the best option? In this video, we will discuss why Express might not be your go-to framework anymore. And we will also highlight a possible alternative. Let's get started. First, let's talk about Express. Born in 2010, it quickly became popular in the JavaScript ecosystem, famously known as the E in the MERN stack. It has played a pivotal role in the Node.js ecosystem over the years. Its contribution to the Node.js community deserves acknowledgement and respect. But, as we will see, popularity doesn't always mean that it is the best option. As the technology landscape evolves, new frameworks and libraries may offer more advanced features or better performances. Nonetheless, its impact and utility in shaping the current Node.js ecosystem remain undeniable. The first point I want to address is the speed in elaborating the requests. Nearform, the company I proudly work for, created an interesting benchmark about the performances of the most popular frameworks like Fastify, Express, Restify, Happy, and Koa. If you're interested in the article, you will find the link below. According to this benchmark, Express processed 42% fewer requests per second compared to a simple HTTP server. Yes, you heard that right, almost half as efficient. On the other side, Fastify managed to squeeze out an extra 51% requests per second when compared to Express. The native HTTP server is faster, approximately 20% more than Fastify in terms of number of requests per second. We can also notice better performances from Restify and Koa. Since the article is from 2017, you can get an updated benchmark in the Fastify benchmarks. Out there, you can also find independent benchmarks, like the techempower.com one. Routing is where things get really interesting. Express uses regex matching for HTTP routing, using a package called path2regexp. But frameworks like Fastify take a different approach, using a radix tree-based router called findmyway. This advanced routing significantly improves operations per second, making a huge difference, especially for static routes. Another critical aspect is JSON serialization. Fastify employs fast JSON stringify, which outperforms V8's native JSON stringify. We are talking about over 2.5 times the operations per second for serializing object literals and double the speed for short strings. This is not a marginal improvement, it is a really game changer for web services. Another internal problem of Express is the node core monkey patching. Yeah, but what is monkey patching? It's like giving a module or a library a quick fix or an update on the fly, without messing with its original code. Sounds cool, right? It's like tweaking your car's engine while it's running. But there is a catch. Monkey patching is something like a double-edged sword. First of all, it's brittle. Imagine you have tweaked your engine, but then the manufacturer updates the model. Your tweaks might not fit in the new design anymore. That's more or less what happens with monkey patching. If the original module gets updated, your changes might not work with it anymore. Then there are maintenance headaches. For anyone joining the project, understanding these on-the-fly changes can be really tough. Conversely, when a package becomes a de facto standard, like Express, it can pose significant challenges for the maintainers of the underlying project, in this case Node.js. In such cases, they may find it difficult to advance with their own development without risking disruptions or compatibility issues with the widely adopted package. And finally, performance issues. If you do monkey patching right, it can slow things down or cause unexpected problems. Another major problem for me is that Express is not currently tested automatically against new Node.js versions. Let me do a step back. Node.js developed the CYTGM, which is canary in the gold mine. This tool contains a list of the main Node packages. When a developer changes something in Node.js core, CYTGM will run against a lot of different platforms, including Ubuntu, Debian, OS X, Windows, and much more. For each package, CYTGM will run the test suite. Then a report is generated with all the failures. If a change inside Node is breaking some modules, this tool identifies the issues and the developers can start an investigation. Currently, the main problem with Express is that it's not listed in the CYTGM modules due to a bunch of flaky tests. There is an open PR to add it back, but the CI is still failing and there are no updates for now. Maybe in the future will be reintegrated, but we have to keep in mind that for now, the new Node.js versions are not automatically tested against Express, so it can probably break in the new versions. In contrast, actively maintained and listed CYTGM packages benefit a lot from this rigorous testing, ensuring compatibility and stability with Node.js updates. This discrepancy highlights a critical gap for Express. Hey folks, I just need 1 second of your attention. If you're enjoying this content, please hit like and subscribe. It is really important. I invest a lot of time in preparing this content, and this time I also have a review of a lot of great developers, so thanks to everyone who reviewed this video. Let's discuss a critical aspect in technology selection: the activity and update frequency of a project. For Express, unfortunately, this is a major pain point. The last major version of Express, version 4, was released 8 years ago. Version 5 has been in beta for an extended period, with the last commit on the branch dating back on February 15, 2022. That's over 650 days without a single update. The lack of activity is not just about missing new features, it is a sign of potential issues. Why is this a problem? In the fast world of technology, framework needs to evolve to stay relevant and secure. Regular updates mean better compatibility with new technologies, improved security, and more modern features. Furthermore, a framework that isn't actively maintained can become a liability. It may quickly become incompatible with the newest versions of Node.js. This stagnation can also lead to technical debt, where developers are forced to spend more time and resources on maintenance instead of innovation. So when considering a framework for your next project, it's crucial to look beyond its current popularity and look at maintenance history and regular updates. This approach will ensure that you will choose a technology that not just meets the current requirements, but also supports your project's future growth. Last but not least, governance. In the tech world, the governance model of a project is as crucial as its codebase. Let's compare again Express and Fastify in this regard. Both packages are under the control of the OpenJS Foundation. Express was originally created by TJ, who then moved on to create Koa, another Node.js framework. Currently, Douglas Wilson is the lead maintainer of this package. Talking about the Express community, we can take advantage of the buzz factor. The buzz factor is a measure of the risk associated with the knowledge concentration in a few individuals within a project. It answers the question, how many people will need to be unavailable for the project to stall? Express.js having a buzz factor of 1 is really problematic because it indicates that only one person has the appropriate knowledge or access to move the project on. As you may guess, this poses significant risk. If that person isn't available for whatever reason, it could disrupt the project maintenance, operations, and so on. On the other hand, Fastify presents a well-defined governance model. This model outlines clear roles, responsibilities, and processes, ensuring transparency and active involvement. Additionally, Fastify's core maintainers are notably active in the open source ecosystem. If you want more info about the crazy story behind Express, in the description you will find this really useful article. As you have already guessed, a better alternative to Express today is probably Fastify. Fastify has a lot of great features, it is optimized for performances and is constantly evolving. Also, the ecosystem around this framework is growing quickly. In order to transition from Express to Fastify, the community also created a compatibility layer that adds full Express compatibility to Fastify. If you want to learn this framework, one of the best options out there is to read Accelerating Server-Side Development with Fastify. This book has been written by one of the Fastify creators and by some of the most active maintainers. You can definitely trust that they know what they are talking about. In case you are not a book person, you can just take a look at the documentation. If you are interested in Fastify and you want to learn how to deploy a Fastify application on AWS in less than 60 seconds, this one is the perfect video for you.